What if, one night, we looked up at the sky, and the moon was simply gone? No warning. No explosion. No trace. Just an empty space where it once was. It sounds like science fiction, but the consequences would be very real, and far more terrifying than you might expect. In the first 24 hours, you might not even notice. The night sky would look darker. Shadows would vanish. And instead of the soft glow we're used to, the world would be covered in a thick, almost unnatural darkness. But the first measurable change wouldn't be what you see, it would be what the oceans feel. Without the moon's gravitational pull, Earth's tides would collapse to 1/3 of their usual height. Massive waves would become gentle ripples. Coastlines shaped over millions of years would suddenly fall silent. For humans, it wouldn't feel like the end of the world. But for the ocean, it would. Because the moon isn't just a light in the sky, it's a clock that life depends on. Thousands of marine species rely on the tides to feed, reproduce, and migrate. Crabs, sea turtles, shellfish, and countless fish follow the moon's cycles like a natural calendar. Without it, entire ecosystems would collapse within weeks. Nesting sites would fail. Feeding patterns would break. And the ocean, the cradle of all life on Earth, would begin to lose its rhythm. But the damage wouldn't stop at the water's edge. Many animals on land depend on moonlight as well. Wolves use it for hunting. Owls use it to navigate. Even insects time their swarms around it. With the moon gone, their behavior would become chaotic and unpredictable. The nighttime world would fall out of sync. But the biggest consequence is something you can't see at all: the moon's stabilizing effect on Earth itself. Our planet doesn't spin perfectly straight. It tilts. And without the moon, that tilt would become unstable. Over thousands of years, Earth's axial tilt could swing wildly, from nearly upright to almost sideways. This means Earth's seasons would change in ways we can barely imagine. Some eras might have no seasons at all, the same climate year-round. Other eras might have extreme, violent swings. Summers could become scorching enough to melt ice caps. Winters could plunge continents into sub-zero darkness for months. Regions that are tropical today could freeze. Regions that are frozen could become deserts. Entire ecosystems would migrate, evolve, or die out. Human civilization, built around stable seasons, would be forced to adapt or collapse. And then comes another change: the length of our day. Right now, the moon acts like a brake on Earth's rotation. Without it, Earth would begin spinning faster. Not immediately, but steadily. A day that is 24 hours long today might shrink to 22 hours, then 20, and eventually as short as 15 hours. Shorter days mean faster winds, more intense weather systems, and a global climate that grows more violent over time. Ocean currents, which help regulate temperature across the planet, would shift as well. The Gulf Stream, monsoon cycles, and polar currents could weaken or even collapse. This would dramatically reshape weather, agriculture, and coastlines worldwide. A world without the moon is not just darker, it's more chaotic, more unstable, and far more dangerous. Humans, of course, would try to adapt. We would rely on technology for farming, artificial lighting, climate control, and migration. Cities might evolve into climate-proof hubs, and new agricultural systems would emerge. But humanity would be living in a world that grows less predictable with every generation. Floods, droughts, storms, and climate shifts would force us to constantly relocate and rebuild. Food supplies would be uncertain. Economies would strain. And the survival of billions would depend on scientific breakthroughs and cooperation on a scale we've never seen before. Over thousands of years, Earth would become a very different planet. The constellations would remain, but the sky would feel emptier. The nights colder. The seasons harsher. And the entire rhythm of life, the heartbeat of nature, would be permanently altered. Because the moon has been more than a companion in the sky. It has shaped the tides that feed entire ecosystems. It has stabilized our seasons. It has slowed our planet's rotation. Its light has guided life for more than 4 billion years. It has been Earth's anchor, guardian, and silent partner. If the moon vanished, Earth would not be destroyed, but it would never be the same. Humanity might endure for a while, but the planet would slowly drift into a new, unpredictable future, one where life as we know it might not survive. So the next time you see the moon, remember this: that glowing circle in the sky is far more than a pretty light. It is a force holding our world together. Without it, Earth would be a very different place.